What is up, Edison Duelists? This is Dionysus, aka Young Puds, coming at you guys with some more shameless, hypebeast, Gigavise content. What are we up to today? Well, folks, I will tell you. We are today going to be looking at this deck list. We're going to be trying it out. Where did this deck list come from? What is it? What's going on here? Well, folks, this is a deck list that none other than USSS Gordon Captain did send us. And I'm looking at it right now and I'm realizing something is missing. He didn't play Foolish. And in fact, he played Solemn Judgment. So this is a list that was submitted as an early attempt at Gigavise. This was submitted in the Gigavise Discord in the deck list channel, just as something, kind of some ideas to try out. And I thought it looked like a lot of fun. 3 Damage Condenser, 3 UFO Turtle, let's give this a shot. It's definitely different than what we're normally used to. And, who knows? Maybe it's actually going to be really, really strong. So let's just go ahead and jump into ladder and give this deck a spin. If you have some wacky Gigavise deck lists that you would like me to try out, please do join the Discord. The link to do so is going to be in the description of this video. I would really like to see you there. I'd be happy to try out any list that you submit. So what do we have here? Our opponent is rated a respectable 361, 584 experience, and he's going to win the die roll. So this is good. We're already a little bit behind, having to go second. We're going to have to fight a losing battle, but it's not going to be so bad because look at that. We drew LONEFIRE, we drew Supervise. I swear, every single time I queue up with one of these meme lists for you guys, I always open LONEFIRE Supervise. But I'm not going to complain about something like that. And we also found a Damage Condenser. That's pretty good. So what I think we want to do here is we're just going to go LONEFIRE and then use the effect. And let's see how far we can get here. I could leave 1 LONEFIRE in deck for Damage Condenser, but I already have the second Gigaplant in hand. So maybe, yeah, this seems right. We'll just go right into Gigaplant. Is that okay, sir? Is that okay? All right, we're off to the races. So we'll go ahead and use Gigaplant's effect to bring out LONEFIRE Blossom. Oh, never mind. He's hitting us with the Dark Bride. Watch, we're going to draw another Supervise. That's pretty good, too. Let's just go ahead and attack. If it's a Raikou or whatever, we'll deal with it. No, it's a Banisher of the Light. Very glad to see that out of the way. Let's go ahead and set all of our back row, and then we'll pass the turn here. So, Damage Condenser is going to be a little bit worse. All right, he's definitely doing some sort of silly stall strategy. But that's no problem. These type of things are no match for Gigavise. This card, Messenger of Peace, is really cool. I actually cited this in Constellars against Dragon Rulers. I thought it was really good because Dragon Rulers, they don't really want to commit, to getting it off the field. You don't want to waste a ton of resources on that. But then at the same time, it can really just kind of get out of hand fast, and you'll win anyways. So let's think for a second here. What if we just went like normal summon Gigaplant, summon LONEFIRE, LONEFIRE effect? Yeah, we're just gonna do something like this. So normal summon Gigaplant, summon LONEFIRE, and then LONEFIRE effect, summon. Okay, we can just start going for a second LONEFIRE now. Summon second LONEFIRE, summon Poppy Plant. Then we can use all of the Haunted, bring back LONEFIRE. And is it worth going into Dandy here? That's just going to clog our field, right? Yeah, that's just going to clog our field. Okay, so we'll just keep things nice and simple. And let's go into Bryo here. Nice, tasteful Bryonac. And we'll use Bryonac's effect, and we'll get that Messenger of Peace out of the way. And I don't know. Do you guys think this is a fossil dino? That's fine. We'll just get that out of the way too. And then we'll swing. What do you think about that? He says keep going, so we'll do just that. There you go. Okay. Very few life points left. We have Solemn Judgment. I'm not scared. I'm not even a little bit scared. People are saying to me, you know, oh, Dionysus, young Puds, you must be scared. Not really. I'm actually not. I mean, just Bryanak, bounce, bounce. Win? Why complicate things, right? Yeah. Bounce, bounce, swing, swing. Swing, swing. Good game. Book of Eclipse? No. Nope. Nope. None of that. GG. There it is. Okay. Breaker. Obviously. Book of Moon. Obviously. Alice. Obviously. Those can come out. I feel like he's not really attacking us. So I know we're trying to show off the damage condenser, but I want them out of here because he's not really attacking us, you know? Maybe if he was attacking us, it might be worth it. But he's not. You know what? We don't have Dandylion. I'm really glad I didn't decide to use that LONEFIRE effect to get Dandylion, because Dandylion is not a card in our deck. Okay, Ultimate Offering action here, up against Banisher of the Radiance. And 3 sets. Lord have mercy. Yuck. Alright, well, maybe we at least have a turn. Do we have a turn? Okay, so now we just can't attack because of Gravekeeper's Servant, and then he's not going to attack into us because he's afraid of Mirror Force. That's fine. Gold Sark. We'll banish Trunade. Go ahead. This is a nasty little combo. I think it's funny this card says Gravekeeper, so it's technically a Gravekeeper card, but like the aesthetic clearly doesn't match at all. So just not attacking, just pure stall from our lovely opponent here. That's fine. I mean, if he has Solemn Judgment, he has Solemn Judgment. Yeah, standby phase 1. You're correct. You're correct, my guy. Alright, what do you guys think about these decks? Oh, look, here's Fossil Dyna. That's annoying. Morph, dude. Yuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And, wow. That's actually not terrible. Oh, sorry. 5. We're gonna get that one in a minute. You want me to shuffle? He wants me to shuffle. That I don't think that, like, really. I don't know about that. And again, not attacking. Fascinating. Look at that. You guys saw me hit shuffle, and I drew the same thing anyways. Just to punish him for being a ridiculous person. Yes, here's my giant Trunade. Thank you. Thank you for my giant Trunade. I love a big Trunade. That's what I love. So I saw that Book of Eclipse in the main deck. So is this some sort of like empty jar stall strategy? That's so gross. You know, you guys know, like, that's just really gross. You know what I mean? That's really gross. I can't even hit an armory because there's all the Banisher guys up. Maybe we try and break her and get through 1. There's still the other one. Let's just commit the breaker. We'll hold the Trunade. Is that fine? Okay, cool. Battle phase. Oh, no, because thing. I don't even care, dude. I don't even care. I'm sorry. That was so unprofessional. That was so unprofessional. I forgot that I couldn't attack. And, you know, it's just so obnoxious getting the morphing jar off. Let's just go to the next game. I don't have Decree. I want Decree for these kind of decks, you know? Okay, so here we just want to... We know he's on the Banishers now, so we just want to get all these out of our deck as fast as possible, and we want to get a Gigaplant onto the field, and then we can set an Ultimate Offering. This actually goes crazy. And... what do we set? Book of Moon? No, I want to hold the Book of Moon. That's too valuable. It turns off one of his floodgate monsters. We're going to win next turn anyways. It's fine. Heavy Storm really conflicts with Ultimate Offering, huh? Oh yeah, wow. Gravekeeper Servant, wow. Level limit, wow. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. I'm in danger. Like, I don't even want to Offering first and, like, get a free... Well, I guess I could get a free set of Sangan. Do I care about that? I don't care about that. I'm just using Heavy Storm. Goodbye. No, those actually get banished. Oh, Chaining Compulse. Well, in that case... If you are Chaining Compulse... I'll chain this. To yes. Chaining it Compulse. What are you not understanding about that? To tribute summon Gigaplant, it's put into defense. There you go. Compulse losing its target. I spelled compulse wrong there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And then now I still have my regular normal summon. So I'll go ahead and use that. And then I'll bring back... do I just do the one Lonefire? Yeah, I'll just do the one Lonefire. I'm okay with that getting banished because it means we can get Titanial in play, and then Titanial can swing. Oh, and that's banished. That's banished. Banished. And that's banished. And that's banished. That's banished. There you go. You know, I think it's really obnoxious when those people go into my graveyard and banish things that I missed. So I'm not ashamed to admit when they start doing that to me, or when they forget themselves, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't even care, dog. You know what I mean? Okay, standby main. I mean, if it's Mirror Force, we just Book of Moon, Titanial, right? That's fine. Is it Mirror Force? It's Mirror Force, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh no. Oh no. In phase 2, flip summon. And then we'll just, you know, I might even want the Mark of the Rose. This person doesn't know how to play the game. This person does not know how to play the game. I absolutely can flip. I see, like, that's the crazy thing is, like, if he really thought, like, he was so confident that he's right, push back a little, you know? Try and get me to call the judge, something like that. But instead, This coward, and make no mistake, that's what this person is. A coward just capitulates instantly. It's disgusting, frankly. That's what it is, folks. It's disgusting. Book of Eclipse. Sure. Main phase 2. What can we do? So I feel like that could be a morphing jar. So what's probably correct to do here is to go ahead and DDR and make Black Rose, right? That makes sense to you guys? That makes sense to me. Like we still have our normal summon. So we can end on Giga Titanial. But we'll go ahead and make Black Rose. You clear the field. I want it gone. You know what I mean? Gone. And yeah, because like you could say, oh well, you know, we get to draw cards if we let the Titanial stay set. But that's probably a morphing jar. That's probably a morphing jar. And I don't want to deal with something like that. So we're just going to go right on ahead. And Gigaplant. I misclicked that. Black Rose. And then we get Supervise. Get Black Rose. And there goes the field. And oh, it's Needleworm. Okay, so that's bad for us too. Whereas this is good for us. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Book of Eclipse user. Mr. Book of Eclipse user. Sorry, guys, I'm eating some skyr right now. I hit legs today. Nice little tasteful squat session. I love squats. It's one of my favorite lifts. Then you got to get your protein after you lift, right? So I'm eating Siggy's brand simple ingredient skyr. I do get the kind that's fat-free, that they put a little bit of agave in it because I have the taste buds of a child. Sue me. I don't care. I like it. It's what? In the entire container, it's only 40 grams of total sugar and 6 grams of added sugar. So obviously, you know, you could have the kind without the added sugar, but I think just like the other foods I like to eat tend to be pretty high in fat, you know. Like I'd rather have a steak than like chicken or anything. So if I have fat-free yogurt, I feel like I have a little more macros for fat elsewhere in my diet. Here we're gonna go ahead and make a Stardust. If this is like morphing jar number 2 or something obnoxious like that, what are you gonna do? You know, it's a breaker. It's a breaker. I guess in the event that, you know, it wasn't something that Stardust had to negate, if it was just a bluff, I should have attacked with the Gigaplant. But this is fine. We're still in a very good position. I don't think he can have one card that's going to get him out of this. I don't think that's how it works. He's already used his Mirror Force. He has already used his Mirror Force. Do we even... I mean, what could we do? We could go like... oh, we Copy Plant's already there. We can't even... Alright, let's just swing. If you have Book of Eclipse, alright, that's fine. That's totally fine. During the end phase, changes many face down defensive monsters. Eye control to face up. And then I draw 3 cards. Sure. I will draw 3 cards. That is more than fine by me. Look at that. We drew Trunade. And Breaker. That just reduces the amount of things that you could possibly have that get you out of this situation. Stand by main. Trunade. Man, like the more, like we're so dependent on sweepers in this deck. Yeah, of course we win. GG. Let's queue again. Let's see if we can place off against a real deck. Oh, he's saying something else. Thanks for the game. Oh. You're welcome, dog. Oh, he's already gone. Okay. Look at that. I'm so toxic. I was like, oh, I bet he's gonna try and talk shit now, you know? And he just said thanks for the game. Um, that's awful nice. That's awful nice. Why would such a nice person play such a cringe deck, dude? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, the skyr. I was talking about skyr. I love skyr. It's so delicious. It's like, so here's the thing with yogurt is like so much of like American yogurt that you buy in the store. Like I'm talking Yoplait, I'm talking Dannon, I'm talking American yogurt is just like it's like watery and thin and it's full of sweeteners and it's gross. It's gross, folks. And I think I was maybe 20, 22, 23, I don't know. And when I had like Greek yogurt for the first time, just like Chobani, late to the party. I didn't eat real food for a really long time. That's another story. So I tried Greek yogurt and I'm like, wow, this is the truth. This is so much better. We're seeing Bubble Man in Edison format, by the way. How cool is that, folks? And so I tried Greek yogurt and I'm like, wow, this makes me never want to have like American normal yogurt ever again. It's just like, it's so much thicker and it's so much better. And then someone put me on to this Siggy's Skyr, which is like Icelandic yogurt, which is like even thicker. It's even higher in protein. This brand that I have, the Siggy's Vanilla, it's got 18 grams of protein per serving. You get the big container. There's 4 servings. So that's like that's a good amount of protein, dog. You know what I mean? It's really delicious. Let's crash Sandgan into Swap Frog. Seems good to me. And pick up a Lonefire. Pick up a Lonefire. What do you Gold Sark for here? Probably Miracle Fertilizer. Man, I want Dandelion in this deck, guys. I feel like there's just like a lot of like you probably want to play one Dandelion here, right? That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. You know, just because like let's say I got to use the ultimate offering. You know, I know I didn't, but let's just, you know, let's pretend, right? We're living in fantasy land. I think I'd want to be able to like Lonefire into Gigaplant into I don't know. Maybe there's not a line there, but I just feel like getting those tokens out of the field is really going to raise my ceiling. It's going to raise my ceiling quite a bit. It's going to raise the roof. Yo. Okay. So we have Furt coming. I think we just put Titanial on the field. I think we just put a Tight up. Tight. You guys like Breaking Bad? Breaking Bad's a good show. You know, I actually lived in Albuquerque for about a year. Spent about a year living in Albuquerque. It didn't agree with me. Me personally, I'm not cut out for the desert. It's too dry there, folks, and I know that's not news, but you know, everyone likes to say like, oh well, it's hot, but it's a dry heat, right? When they're talking about like Phoenix or something. And here's the thing about the dry heat: like if you live in a humid climate, right, and then you go somewhere where it's a dry heat, and you know maybe you've been living in like a Maryland summer or something where the air is made out of hot soup, and then you go and visit Phoenix for a week and you're in the dry heat and you're like, wow, you know, it's 100 degrees but it doesn't even feel that bad. That's what I'm talking about with a dry heat. But the thing is, it's not it's nice in the short term, right? That's game. And but it's not nice forever. It doesn't last. If you're living in the dry heat, it's gonna really start to dry you out. You're gonna if you're not accustomed to it, like my skin got really dry, and like I just like I was thirsty all the time. If you know, I was a bit of a silly guy back then, and maybe if I was partaking in some herbal extracurricular activities that might induce a dry mouth, let me tell you, you think that's bad, living in the humidity, you do that in a dry climate, and like there is not enough water on the planet. And what else bothered me about the desert, is just like I grew up in a very green place. I grew up in a place that's green. You see deer all the time, you see little bunny rabbits and all that type of stuff. And Albuquerque is brown and gray, like that's the color palette. And like I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like it made me sad not seeing green all the time. And then I went home to visit after I'd been out there for a really long time, and I looked around, and it was springtime and everything was green. And I was like, wow, like this makes me like so happy on a fundamental level to see the green. And that's when I realized, the desert is just not the environment for me. And now if it is the environment for you, like that's okay. I know there's a lot of people who, like they cannot handle the humidity. Like me personally, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I love when it's humid, but like it doesn't bother me long term the same way that the dryness of the desert might bother me. And it's a similar thing. Like some people, they cannot handle the cold. Like they were like, I would rather it be 100 degrees than it be 20 degrees ever. And we call those kind of people Floridians, right? They live in Florida, and that's fine. That's fine if that's you. But there's other kinds of people, and I definitely fall into this category where like the heat makes me upset. Like when it gets hot, guys, I just get angry. I get like everything bothers me. Like everything is just like annoying. I don't like being I like working out. I like getting exercise. I like going on hiking. I like going on long bike rides. Type 2 fun is my kind of thing. So I'm not opposed to getting sweaty, but like if I'm just sitting in my office working or something and it's so hot that I'm just sweating just from existing, like that's not fun for me. That's not fun for me. So I would much rather have it be cold. And I know there's some people that just can't handle the cold at all. So let me know down in the comments what kind of climate you prefer. What do you like? How do you like it to be? All right, let's see here. Most obvious gores of my life, right, guys? Right? So we can go now and do do we have a line to play through gores? We have ultimate offering, so I think we should be able to find one. We go normal summon Sangan, Gigaplant effect, special summon Lonefire, Lonefire effect, tribute Gigaplant, bring out the young copy plant, supervise activates, that gets us Gigaplant, and then copy plant activates, that can target Lonefire, and we can make a, I don't even need, I think we could do Goyo here, right? And Sangan activates. That gets us, I don't know, dude, a Nettles? Or not? That gets us a Nettles. And then we have ultimate offering, and we pay 500, and then we get out copy plant, and then we make armory arm, And then maybe the army arm was supposed to go on something else. Probably was. I don't know. And then we go normal summon Nettles. And then we go tribute the Nettles for Gigaplant. And then we go normal summon the Gigaplant. And then we go bring back Nettles. Yeah, I think I was supposed to put the Armory Arm on Goyo or something. Because then we could get an additional body out. But this is going to be fine too. Unless he has Battle Fader. But he doesn't have Battle Fader. You wouldn't have Battle Fader. Surely you would not have Battle Fader. I didn't do this right. Goyo attacked. He has Battle Fader. Okay, so that's GG. It played through Gores, but not Battle Fader. Okay, that was fun. So, you know, a little bit of win, a little bit of loss. We didn't really get to see the UFO turtles. We didn't really get to see the damage condensers. So I think we'll have to try this list again tomorrow before we can come to a good conclusion about it. So I'll see you guys then. Until then, you know, lift some weights, go for a run, go for a bike ride, get out there. You know, it's springtime, the weather's good, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Take care, everyone.